My name is Shafiq April. We are now in Hanover Park at my residence of 17B Villains Walk. I know very little about slavery in South Africa. It's only what I read about it, how people were treated during those years. That's about all I can recall. When it came to New Year's Eve, I believe that the slaves were given off, the day off, as a form of celebration. That's the only thing I know about it. I was not aware that slaves were given calendar names. No, I think it, safety was in a name. So I don't think I was born with it, and I'm sticking to it, because my fathers or my forefathers, they had that name, and I just continued on it. I would have very much liked that there should have been more recording about our family background, our family tree. Because as I mentioned earlier, I'm the third eldest of the family of 4. And I know very little about my father. The only thing I know, he was a painter. And my mother was a factory worker at a sweets factory. That's about all I know about the family. But I'm not embarrassed by the slave heritage. I would say it is more like, we were subjected at those years, I think, to be part of the slavery colony, which we inherited. And I cannot say much about it. Yeah, it is a dangers of hope, I would say, because I treat slavery with disdain. I don't like this word slavery, and I don't, because I think that all people are the same through the grace of the Almighty, and I can't see myself, in this modern age, going back to slaves, the master and servant type of thing. Well, the reason I came from a Christian background, but I had a lot of Muslim friends, and I was fascinated by the way they conducted their way of life and the teachings of the religion. And that's turned me into to learn more about Islam. I then embraced Islam, that's in 1900 and something, 60, 66, 60, around there. And I'm not sorry about it. I've learned such a lot about religion and mankind as a whole. That's why I abhorred the slavery type of thing. It was in 1960 something, 70s, I joined up with a choir. Eventually I was elected as secretary of this board, quite a very big board, the Cape Malay Choir Board. And then in 1986, they picked me as the president, which I'm still the president. It's now 22 years. I think I'm the longest surviving president of the board. And we used to have 45 choirs, we got now 26 choirs. And we also went on tour. In 1981 and 1984, we were invited to the Tulip Festival in Holland. And we were the first choir from the Malay choir boards to have visited Holland. They called it the Tulip Festival in Katzwijk. And from there on, the invitations came. We went to Spain, we went to Germany, we went to London, Switzerland, we went to Bregenz. All those places we were invited to sing. And it's funny enough, when it came to Holland, everybody was standing up, clapping hands. We sang Pieter Hein. And I was surprised to find these Hollanders all joining in with Pieter Hein. That was fantastic for me. And then through the choirs, I had the opportunity in going overseas. Otherwise, I've never seen those places before, in 1981 and 84. I never thought I was going to see Rome or sing over Radio Vatican. I never thought that in my whole life that I would have seen those places. It's also one of those slave songs, January, February, March, April. It's what they call Faith on a Boss type of thing. Comic songs. They're all together in one little group, and that comes follow one after each other. With the Guma dangers, they normally sing that at weddings or picnics, that type of thing. This interview has now really awakened something in me to find out more about my family history, which I lacked. I just accepted as it is. We brothers, so we are 3 brothers and 1 sister, and that's it. And this made me more feel, no, I must go in depth to find out where do we come from. And this interview really played a big part in that, I must add.